taking control. I've been empty, now I overflow. Welcome to SelfFull Convos. SelfFull Convos. Your healing's overdue. Fill your cup, let your spirit move. SelfFull Convos made for you.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of SelfFull Convos, where healing, love, and laughter will flow freely. I'm your host, Coach Nine, and this is your space to refill, reset, and to remember the power of your cup. So settle in and allow me to pour into you. Last week, we talked about those cracks and leaks in our cup, those places that still need attention and healing. This week, we're going to be diving into something that often feels uncomfortable, but is necessary in your healing journey, and that's isolation. And oftentimes, isolation get confused with loneliness, which are two totally different things and feels two totally different ways and have two totally different effects, not only on the person, but on the mental and emotional aspects as well. And I say all that to say, isolation is a blessing in disguise, and God oftentimes pulls us away from the noise to allow us to protect our peace. I'm gonna just get right into it, right? My season of isolation started around 2019, and I want to say I had a hefty group of friends around me, some within the church, some out of the church, and this is when I was in my ministry, Heavenly, and I was engaged, planning my wedding, and I'm saying we are thighs deep, because we beyond knee deep at this point. We're thighs deep into the wedding planning, and everybody is gung-ho. They're super supportive. I'm getting no pushback. I'm saying none of my friends are coming to me with any worries or concerns. And as we're getting closer and closer, everything's just on the up and up. You would think I'm truly living out this supreme fantasy, if you will. Like it was a fairy tale. Everything was just uber bliss, perfect. I don't know. Maybe that was a red flag. I don't know. But it was perfect. And I keep emphasizing on the perfection of it because I was completely blindsided by the conclusion of us. That's just the safest way to put it. I received a text telling me this individual no longer wanted to move forward in the union, no longer thought we will have any longevity within the marriage, or that it will be any form of a healthy marriage on his end. So he wanted to walk away. I'm a firm believer. My grandma taught me, my mama taught me, never hold on to anything. If it's truly meant to be, it will come back. So I'm not going to keep you where you don't want to be. So I had to release it. And did it hurt? Oh, yes. And when I tell you, in that moment, I called the people that was closest to me, right? Your bridal party, your wedding planner, those people who are immediate and that will be there in an instance, because I'm shattered. My girls pulled up. They did not hesitate. And when I tell you, at this time, I'm very numb. I'm very paralyzed to what's going on. And there's a lot of talk happening around me. And within this talk, a few individuals are saying like, oh, he never loved her. I knew this would happen. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm just sitting there, and as I said, I'm paralyzed. I'm still in shock. I'm feeling everything, but at the same time, I'm so numb. I can't respond to anything. It's a complicated place in emotions to be, and I wish that on no one, because it was truly an experience that shifted a lot for me, changed a lot for me in many positive and healthy ways, but also guarded me in many other ways. So we're sitting around the table, and they're going on and on and on. And I want to say, as the night went on, everybody ended up leaving, and I'm sitting with myself. And in this moment, I did have a few girls that packed a bag and was willing to stay, but my spirit just was telling me, no, like I need to sit alone. I need to I need to just be. I don't know what it is that I need to feel, but right now I'm not feeling. And I know I just need to be. So everybody went home, and I want to say that night I will forever remember. I thought I slept, but I just remember waking up, or what felt like waking up, in this silence of a scream. And when I say silence, my mouth was doing everything to which you would have thought looking at me, I was screaming, but there was no sound. There was nothing coming out. And I just boohoo cried for the rest of the time. And I was just up, and I just sat in those feelings. And that was the real moment I felt, and I began in my phase of isolation. One, because nobody brought me here but me. Nobody could get me out of this but me and prayer. So I knew I couldn't rely on the people who were saying at this table they knew this would happen, but yet didn't even come to me in a way of, hey, you sure you want to go through with this? I'm gonna support you no matter what. Sis, I'm worried about, I see. It was nothing. So to be blindsided one way and then blindsided another is kind of it's alarming and unsettling. And when you sit in those moments, you have to remove yourself from the noise, because everything else around you just seems so unbelievable. And I could say in my moment of isolation, some people be like, how long did it last? How long did it last? Baby, my isolation turned into my solitude. I loved being with me. I enjoyed time I spent with me, because I cultivated my own safe haven. I cultivated my peace. Why wouldn't I love it? So isolation separates you, but it teaches you how to love yourself and love the peace that you can offer yourself. And for me, that's why I see the importance of never skipping out on this phase, because many of us run from it. Many of us shy away from being alone or having any experience of what it's like to just be by yourself. And it's maybe because we never seen our parents be alone, or anybody around us be like, yeah, it can happen. You can rebuild yourself. You don't need 11 hands in rebuilding you. It's not necessary. Like, sometimes you have to do the inner work yourself. How bad do you want it to fix you, to heal you, to address those traumas, those pieces of you that's been neglected for so long, to talk to that little girl, that little boy within inside of you? You have to be able to sit with yourself and deal with all those thoughts that you've been avoiding, everything that's been running in your mind. You have to be able to love yourself enough to give yourself that time to heal you. That's first and foremost. Um, and I can honestly say, in this, I won't say it's easy. I won't say it feels good at first, because it don't. In isolation, you also get a lot of revelation, right? You get a lot of what you wish you knew, or what it's not even what you wish you knew, what you should have paid attention to happens in isolation. Is you realize things, because now you have a moment, no noise, nobody in your ear, no distractions, no nothing. It's solely you, your thoughts, your feelings, no rebuttal. You can see it for how you see it, talk yourself through it. That's the revelation you need. And when you're always surrounded by people, or you're always in places that provide you nothing but noise and fills you with so many different things, we neglect self. We neglect those check-ins that, like, did I see what I see? Did I hear what I hear? Do I feel what I feel? Is these my feelings? Right? Like, sometimes we take on other people's feelings as our own, because we're not doing those check-ins or sitting with self to separate. Oh no, that was hers. This right here is mine. I listened to her problem, but that's not mine to carry. Right? So I wanted to say, with listening to others, it can make you begin to start questioning you, start questioning your purpose, questioning your values. And within isolation, there's no there's no outside validation. It's solely you encouraging self, building self, trusting self, having faith that the vision, the purpose that God gave you, you can move into intentionally. You can operate in fully. Isolation is truly, granted, I truly believe in a team, right? But you can't be effective in a team if you don't know self. You can't be effective in a team if you are still being hindered by past traumas, past issues, and you bringing that in every room that you walk into. You have to know you. You have to know your triggers. You have to know how to distinguish your feelings from the next feelings, or how to be empathetic rather than sympathetic. Is some things isolation teach you that being in a room full of people never can. And it doesn't way to be the same, if that makes sense. um so I say all that to say isolation isolation is often seen as being alone or a form of loneliness, and we often get that misconstrued, which is why many of us run away from any form of solitude or isolation, because we can't survive without outside validation, or someone giving us a pat on the back, or having a shoulder to lean on, and honestly a warm body to lay next to. Many of us can't survive in a world of you, and that's scary. Because if you can't tolerate sitting with yourself, how do you expect the next person to? You have to love you enough that sitting with you feels like you're in a room of a like, you have to love you enough that your space and your peace is so well cultivated that anytime somebody comes into it, they feel as though it's a privilege. They feel honored, like they can feel the aura that you have cultivated around you in your space, and they feel so honored to be in it. That's what isolation should bring you to. It should bring you to a place where your peace is so profound and so recognizable that others yearn to be in your presence, and not because it's you're higher than or better than. Is because they seek what you have gained, peace. They seek the healing that you have acquired, and the only way to know how to is get to the person, right? People go to the light, especially when they're trying hard to do better and be better for themselves. They seek light. And if you are being that, don't be alarmed, but people are naturally now attracted to you, and they're complimenting, oh, you got this natural glow, your personality is amazing, yaka yaka. Yeah. It's because they're also curious of what got you here. What steps did you take? If it looks good on you, I wonder how it looks on me. And everybody seeks healing, right? Everybody seeks building better and doing better for themselves, but they also don't understand the sacrifice that come with it. And the sacrifice is sometimes sitting with yourself and missing out on everything else that's happening around you, because you have to turn off the noise. You have to be able to hear you and give yourself that time to truly process and understand what that feels like. I I don't think people really understand how powerful silence truly is. Like, silence has a sound when you're still enough to listen. And that's powerful within itself. Like, you have to be willing to sit in it to get what you need from it. And isolation Or, as I would like to say, sitting in your solitude brings you to that, offers you that. So I encourage you to stop resisting your quiet season and lean into it, because you'll be surprised where it could bring you. You'll be surprised at what visions are cultivated, or what you can hear from God in those moments of what you should be doing, or whether your purpose is revealed because you had time to sit and dig deep within yourself, right? M- Many of us run from the very thing that could be blessing us. Many of us run from the very thing that could be blessing us. You have to learn how to sit and endure. Everything won't feel great. Everything won't be great all the time. But when you endure and you go through, and I always use the reference of the cow and the bull, right? Or do you want to be the cow, or do you want to be the bull? In tornado situations, cows normally run away from the tornado, and their likelihood of survival is slim to none, like slim to none. To whereas bulls, they see the storm and they run to and through the storm to get to the other side, because they know it is more likely I will survive if I don't run from it, but I run to and through it, because it's already going, and they survive. Do you want to be the cow, or do you want to be the bull? We can't keep running from everything that's meant to better us, to make us grow. You have to be willing to face something. You can't say you want healing and you want better and you're running, running, running. You're running from the better you. God has given you everything that you asked for, to align, to give you the life that you desire, to be the person that you uh, aspire to be, but you're running from the task at hand. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. So I want to leave you. We're not gonna sit here and not gonna have a little bit of homework, because if you really want to, you would apply the very thing that will make you better, to allow you to get to the other side of what that greatness could look like for you. So I want to offer. I want to encourage you to try something. I want you to create a 10-minute daily check-in. Just 10 minutes a day. 10-minute daily check-in. No phone, no music. Just breathe and be with yourself. Allow yourself to hear your thoughts. Allow yourself to go through whatever emotions you feel it. And if you can't make it, and a lot of us, you'll be surprised. 10 minutes in silence seems long. And if you can't make it 10 minutes, start off with 2. Build up to 4, go to 8, go to 10. And if you could do 10, build up from there. Your goal, you might want to do 30 minutes. 30 minutes of mindfulness will change your life. But I'm going to say 10 minutes. 10 minutes daily check-in. Just breathe and be. No phone, no music, no outside noise, no nothing. If you have kids, totally understandable. If you like time, how am I going to fit this in, baby, when the kids go to sleep? Maybe you need to wake up maybe 10 minutes earlier to just give yourself that 10 minutes in the morning to just breathe and be and fill your cup, to actually be intentional how you start your day. It could look different. It could feel different. Healing requires space. And sometimes isolation is divine intervention. Isolation provides you with that space to heal those areas of you that have not received that attention, to be like, hey, still hurting here. Hey, I need a little bit of love. That 10 minutes a day provides you with that space, allots you with that opportunity to check in with yourself, love on yourself, attend to those areas, and just fill your cup. So, y'all know we close out with an affirmation, and I want you to repeat after me. I am never alone in my becoming. My solitude is sacred. I will thank you for listening to episode 3, where isolation will bring you to the silence that is actually saving you. I pray and I hope that this episode filled your cup in any way, how, or it was relatable, or it made you think of solitude or the phase of isolation in a completely different way. That it changed your perspective to be more welcoming of this phase in your life. I want you to know that you are not alone. We all go through it. I'm here because I've been through it. And I'm just willing, open, vulnerable, and transparent enough to be willing to share my story. So I thank you for listening. I want you to tune in to next week, where we'll be talking about the elimination phase and releasing what doesn't pour back. Make sure you follow, subscribe on all your major platforms, and make sure you follow me on Facebook. Stay tapped into the latest events and everything that is going on with the podcast. So that's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything at SelfFull Convos. I appreciate you. I love you. Fill your cup. Yeah.
Keep your cup full, let your light glow. Remember your peace as you go. Till next time you already know. SelfFull Convos, yeah, stay full, stay true. SelfFull Convos just for you.